transport across the cell membrane. It is when certain molecules of different things are let into the cell through the cell membrane with the use of certain proteins or without the assistance of them. What is a hypotonic solution? A hypotonic solution is when it has a lower concentration of solute inside the cell. When this happens, it causes the cell to absorb water until it bursts since it has absorbed way too much water. What is a hypertonic solution? A hypertonic solution is when the cell has way too much solute inside of it. When this happens, because of osmosis, What are the characteristics of cell membranes of animal cells? It consists of a lipid bilayer with protein. It is a semi-permeable, which lets some
molecules can pass freely through the cell membrane, just like oxygen and carbon dioxide, alcohol, and sometimes water. But glucose, amino acids, and electrolytes need the assistance of certain proteins to cross it.
For this experiment, we needed 2 eggs, vinegar, 2 jars, 500 milliliters of water, 500 milliliters of corn syrup, a cell phone, and a computer.
We started the experiment by putting 2 eggs into vinegar. After we had done this, we waited for 3 days. After the 3 days had passed, we observed that the vinegar had dissolved the egg shell completely. After 3 days had passed, we had to rinse the 2 eggs in water in order to put them in the next substance. After this, we put the first egg in a jar with water and the second one in a jar with corn syrup. We had to wait for 8 hours to observe what would happen to the egg. After 8 hours, we observed that the egg in the water had gotten bigger and the one in corn syrup started releasing. After the 8-hour mark had passed, we had to change the eggs into the opposite substance. We now observe that the exact same phenomenon happened. The larger egg just got smaller and the smaller egg just got bigger.
After the eggs had been soaked in vinegar for 3 days, we weighed them and observed they had increased in weight. One weighed 75 grams and the other one 73.
After putting the eggs in the water and the corn syrup, we observed that one of the eggs weighed 76 grams, the one in the water, and the one in the corn syrup weighed 46 grams, meaning it shrunk down. After changing the eggs from substance, we observed that the one that was in corn syrup and now is in water has increased in weight to 74 grams, and the exact same opposite happened to the other egg that was in the corn syrup, which decreased in weight to 47 grams.
We can conclude that the egg, since it has completely been removed from its layer, in the water it absorbs it to get equally balanced as it releases the vinegar. But with the corn syrup, it lets out most of the vinegar to try and make it equal on the outside, making it smaller. A cell is placed in a hypotonic solution. It absorbs everything on the outside because of osmosis, until it can't take no more and it explodes. What happens to a cell when placed in a hypertonic solution? It releases almost all the liquids inside the cell to make the outside substance equal until it shrivels up and dies.